Hello, it's February 20th, 2026, and it's time for my devotionals. Won't you join me?
In Mornings with God, Daily Bible Devotional for Women.
Day 51. God is merciful to you. Let us then approach God's throne of grace with confidence, so that we may receive mercy and find grace to help us in our time of need. Hebrews 4:16. Mercy and grace are most meaningful when we hit rock bottom. When you endure hardship, God desires that you remember that you have access to Him. You may not feel confident in approaching God, particularly when shame creeps in, but God loves you too much to reject you. You may not feel deserving of grace and mercy, but God looks beyond your humanness.
In Keeping Hope Alive, Devotions for Strength in the Storm.
In His sight. But the eyes of the Lord are on those who fear Him, on those whose hope is in His unfailing love, to deliver them from death and keep them alive in famine. Psalm 33:18-19. Pause. Sailorman and I recently spent time with 5 of our youngest grandchildren at a playground. With a dozen other kids running around the same space, we found that keeping our kiddos in sight at all times was a full-time job. My heart fluttered a few times when I thought I'd lost one. I love my grandchildren to the moon and back, but God loves His kids even more. No matter where we are, He has us in sight. Some folks interpret this to mean that He constantly watches us to catch us doing wrong, but that's not the case. He keeps His eyes on us to deliver us from trouble. He knows when we fall, when we're hurt, and when we cry. He sees us when we feel lonely, afraid, bewildered, or desperate. He never sleeps or becomes distracted. Therefore, He never loses track of where we are or how we're doing. We're in God's sight, and there's no better place to be. Ponder. What does God see when He looks at you today? Pray. God, thank you for the peace that comes from knowing you're watching me. Someone is watching you right now as you read this. Think about that. The God who loans you life sees your every move, hears each word you speak, and knows your every thought. And this is a good thing. You are seen by God, noticed, known. Francis Chan and Lisa Chan, You and Me Forever, Marriage in Light of Eternity.
In Joy and Strength.
February 20th. My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into divers temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. James 1:2-3. Temptation is surely an assault to be withstood, but at the same time, it is an opportunity to be seized. Viewed in this light, life becomes inspiring, not in spite, but because of its struggles, and we are able to greet the unseen with a cheer, counting it unmixed joy when we fall into the many temptations which, varied in form, dog our steps from the cradle to the grave. The soldier who is called to the front is stimulated, not depressed. The officer who is bidden by his general to a post of great responsibility, and so of hardship and peril, is thrilled with the joy of his task. An opportunity has been given him to prove himself worthy of great trust, which can be done only at the cost of great trouble. This is a true picture of temptation, and the result of it all is a nature invigorated and refined, a character made capable of close friendship with God, to say nothing of the unmeasured joy that is the attendant of nobility of soul and stalwart Christian manhood. Charles H. Brent. Every trial that we pass through is capable of being the seed of a noble character. Every temptation that we meet in the path of duty is another chance of filling our souls with the power of heaven. Frederick Temple. It is so nice when you realize how God is merciful to you. In His sight, you are exactly who He made you to be. So when you are overcome by temptation, resist it, and look at each trial as character building. I hope you have a blessed day.